Yo, it's the culture, it's the bars, it's the aggression, it's the lyrical combat. It's two battlers in a dog fight. That's what I like. It's the breakdown, baby. Get your bars up. Hey yo, get your bars up, baby. It's the breakdown. Baby. It's the breakdown. Yo, it's a level of competition for me. Two battlers locked in a verbal annihilation, a dog fight. You're bringing the bars, you're bringing the wordplay, the attributes that make a battler, that makes the battler grand. It's a breakdown, baby. Get your bars up. Fuck with us. One night a week. The move. Winged and friends.
What's good? It's your girl, Lee. Happy New Year's Eve. I'm sorry, listen. Sorry for the delay. Check this out. Like, I get off of work at 2:30, which is Central Standard. So, shit, y'all. Listen, I'm on CPT time right now. I had to clock. I ain't even clocked out yet. I'm trying to clock out, but I work from home. So, it ain't nothing. Listen. Before we get started, everybody have a safe new year. I want to be able to hear all of y'all next Wednesday, see you in the groups and everything. I'm very adamant about that. I'm kind of superstitious in a way. It'll be my first year going somewhere, so I'm shaky as hell right now, just some personal shit. But anyway, we only got 2 hours. Well, we got 3 hours, hopefully. I need to go get lashes done, so, I got to be cute tonight. Anyway, co-host, what's good?
What's good? What is good? Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. You feel what I'm saying? This is your boy, Brother Greg, also known as AJ Greg. You feel what I'm saying? With my lovely host, Wayne. You feel me?
Yes.
In the build up what she was saying, definitely be safe this New Year's. If you plan on going out, do not drink and drive. Pay for Uber or something. Get a designated driver. Stay safe. Stay out of urban neighborhoods. If you don't know how to navigate your way through them. Because it's realistic out there. And, just end this year on a positive note. Me, I'm staying my
already. So listen, we got the man of the hour. He is, I was trying to beat ARP here first to make sure that he was call up and be like, oh, okay, ain't nobody else. So let's go ahead and get ARP on and get right into this. If y'all haven't checked out, actually, ARP is, damn, that man is a man. He's a jack of all goddamn trades, league owner, blogger extraordinaire. He's, me and him have always, I've dug him since he came into the game. And, most of you motherfuckers know him from that dude that's always in the back at battles, you know what I mean? So I'm so happy that he's blessing my new platform and everything. So let's go ahead and get him on. Hold on 1 minute. ARP?
Yo.
Salute.
All right.
Man, that was some type of intro, man. I appreciate that shit. I don't know if I can live up to all that shit.
I'm saying, I have always, when you said you were going to do your league, on the other show, when you said you were going to do your league and, you were getting into, and, you had the drama that came with it, but it was still like, you know what, I see ARP at every fucking event. It's like he's showing love to everybody. But I also was like, you know what, he got the blueprint. Because he sat back and you do some shit. You're a man after my own heart. Because what you do, when I go to events, and anybody that I tell you down here, when I go to events, John John's and, different events that I go to, IMBL out here in Memphis, I sit in the cut. When I used to go to spit that heat, they're like, Wing, don't nobody ever see you. That's because I want to hear bars. I ain't trying to socialize with you motherfuckers. Not being anti, we'll talk after, but let me hear these bars. And you used to always just sit back and listen.
I'll give you a quick story, and I'll also give you an exclusive. The quick story is, you talk about, just always being on the scene. The very first people inside battle rap that knew that RBE was on the way was Cortez and DNA. And I'll never forget, we was on our way back from Toronto. We went to a 2-day event out there. I was just there to be a fan, chilling. And we happened to be at the same airline going back to New York. You know what I'm saying? And they had already remembered me from already, like, being around a lot. So it's like, oh, what's up? Boom, boom, boom. We just talking shit. And they're like, what you dealing with? I was blogging at the time. And I was like, yo, you know I got the shit coming called Rare Beat Entertainment. It was funny because they both looked at me like, yeah, whatever, nigga. Like, I'm telling you, I got this shit called Rare Beat Entertainment. I'm about to start my own shit. And yeah, you know, good luck. But anyway, yeah, stick to blogging. I'm like, yeah, I will. I'll do that too. I give you an exclusive too. You're talking about jack of all trades, and I don't claim to be that by far. But a lot of people don't know that I've been trying to practice my camera game too. Not because I have to, but just because I like to learn new shit. I'm always trying to learn something new. And the validation series, when you don't see me up there on the stage hosting, I'm actually shooting. I'm very proud that, like, classic battles like JC versus Craig Lamar, that front camera view, that's me shooting that.
Oh,
that's
shit.
nice. That's dope.
Yeah, that's me shooting. Aver, Bonnie, that front view, all those battles and validation, you know what I'm saying? So we get to rock out with the fans. I get to put some fans up on stage to host. I get to put different people up there to host the battles and have some fun. I get off the stage. You don't have to get watered down with seeing me all the time, and I get to step back and learn something new.
Well, I was wondering when we weren't seeing you where you were. I'm like, okay, well, maybe ARP was, you know, he dipped off to do something because I didn't notice that. But that's kind of cool because what it gives you is that, you know how you have a vision of what you want the battle to look like. But when you're doing the camera work, you know what I mean? You can put that vision to life. Like you said, you can focus on here. Well, you know what? I want this to be seen. That's dope. And then the fact of the matter is you're fully functioning. You got everything under control. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily that you don't want to build a team. You don't want to make other jobs for other people, but you always want to be the end all be all for your own company.
One thing that
because you never know what may happen.
Yeah, one thing that I learned from working with other people and other businesses and some of my other businesses that I own over time is that a good leader knows enough about every area within his business. You don't have to be the expert, but you should know enough. So you can, not only do you want to protect yourself from ever getting bullshitted, you know what I'm saying? But you want to be in the know because if you're a leader, you got to make certain decisions around the production crew, around the editing, around the camera views, the camera angles. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you have to have a certain level of experience if people are always turning to you with questions and for your leadership. And that's how me and Shata are. So, like, I can have an editor call me and ask a question, and I can answer intelligently. I can have a camera person that we're working with for the first time ask me a question about setting up in a new venue or whatever, and I'll have a good answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Like, and I really, really think that you got to have some type of knowledge in all areas of your company if you're looked at as to being a successful leader. And people always look to me for direction. You know what I'm saying? People take pride in coming to me and be like, yo, big homie, or yo, that's my mentor, yo, I go to him for advice. You know what I'm saying? So all these things going on around me, I just try to keep myself loopy and experienced. That's it.
Yo, so what's up, ARP, man? This is AJ Gregg, man. You feel me?
AJ, what up, man?
I noticed, it was good, man. I noticed something that you said earlier when you first started the show, and you was talking about when you seen Cortez and DNA because you was going there from a fan, as a fan. You feel what I'm saying? But you was building your own. You was eventually going to build your own brand. Gotta ask you is because you put together a lot of battles that a lot of people want to see. Is that coming from a business aspect or from a fan's point of view? You feel me?
I don't think that people see the matchups in RDE to be created from a business standpoint.
Right.
If that was the case, you would be seeing very, very high pro. Let me say something loud and clear. And this is not to sound big-headed at all. I'm one of the most humble people you will meet in battle rap. But I haven't seen too many things in battle rap that we cannot afford. Okay? I'll tell you something that probably would be a little bit in over our head. Probably like Summer Madness 2, when I hear about the budget behind that. When I think about Ether and I hear about maybe with Disaster and Cassidy got paid, especially Cassidy. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, we would be in we would be in over our head. But outside of stuff like that, Total Slaughter is another one. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, I don't see too much in battle rap that the RBE owners and the partners and as well as the the team that comes around the whole company, and will put in finances if need be, if extras is needed, that we can't afford. But we stay in our lane, and that's the reason why we look so unique since day one. These days, if you put a card out on a table from every league and you take off the platform, you take off the owners, you know, it's very, very hard until you get to an RBE card to determine who owns the card. A lot of shit looks the same. And I think that we've kind of carved out an identity of how we present our shit, how we do our matchups. So you could tell, like we're creating battles that are more for the quality. If I was aiming for views and ticket sales, the only thing I would be doing is going into a hat and picking name versus name. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. That's one of the big differences when you talk about the matchups that we create. So I don't even think I need to answer that. I think it's very, very obvious that, you know, it's not really the matchups getting created from a business standpoint. But I think the fans fell in love with what we present because we stay so true to how we are. And they haven't seen us change since. Remember, our channel was created in 2013. Now we're moving into 2017. So we've earned our respect. We've earned our consistency. We earned our credibility. You know what I'm saying? And that people are appreciating us for it. So it's not really just business. Now, when you're talking about how much battles get paid behind the scenes and all that types of shit, that's the business side that, of course, we're going to get fine-tuned with. But the matchups, no, you're not going to get us booking Craig Lamar for the very first time, being on the RBE stage and putting him up against one of the top 10s of all time. If it's not about the quality, if it's not about what we see, if it's only about the business, no. And that's why the fans get a lot of what they get from RBE, because we're not sitting down and saying, all right, how do we make $1,000 on this matchup? How do we make $2,000 on that matchup? Nah, we're not doing that. Y'all can see that.
Nice. Wayne?
I'm here. I'm listening. No, I'm listening to y'all.
I'm gonna try to
just
answer
letting
every
ARP
question thorough so that there's nothing left on the table. You know what I'm saying?
I already know. That's why I let ARP go. When he goes, I let ARP go.
And speaking of you knowing me, Wayne, I didn't even know that you had your own show. When did this start? Is this the first episode or so?
This is the second episode. We come on.
Sure?
Third. I'm sorry. This will be the third one. We started.
I'm honored to be early. I didn't even know that you had your own show. I'm honored to be early on your show. You know, congratulations. I didn't even know until you hit me up. And like, I'm doing something on New Year's Eve, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, initially we had Ladies Night, but yeah, I'm with Liberation-Minded Media. We have Get Is My Sin. We have a lot of cultural-based shows. And I'm the only battle rap show. So, you know, it was a move that I wanted to make. And, you know, we ain't going to get all into all of that. But at the end of the day, I appreciate you coming. Like I said, blessing the forum.
No doubt.
For real.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, you've always supported us. So you've always supported us. So it's no doubt. No doubt at all.
Absolutely. Now let's get into this 2016. So, you know what? I wanted to get into, like, I saw that you had, that you actually had the 50 battles, but I also saw that you had the battle rap thoughts of 2016. I didn't finish that, but at the end of the day, like, what were you like? All the battles that you mentioned were dope. And what I like about you guys too, you like, and I talk to Lawrence a lot too. Y'all looking everywhere. Like, y'all see everything as far as the smaller things, as far as Southern battle rap, everything. So it was really dope to see their battle with Focus, and I forgot, was that Sire? Was that Focus and Sire?
Yeah, it's Focus versus Sire on NOBL. I'm pretty sure that was that league. Yeah. Shout out to Southern battle rap.
Yeah,
that was dope. So let's get into this breakdown of the top 5, though. We'll get into all of those, but yeah, starting with the top 5, you had Bullpen with the XL and Loso, then Rum Nitty and Av, JC, Craig Lamar. We got to get into that too. Iron Solomon and Diz, and then number 1 was DNA and B-Dot, all in order.
DNA and B-Dot.
That's dope. I definitely Danny. I'm sorry, Danny. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I think I said Danny, but Danny and B Dot. That was dope. That I said that when that battle was supposed to happen, and I saw it on pay-per-view. I told them this is battle of the year. Niggas was like, it's too early. It's too early. Bullshit. That battle was battle of the year.
Yeah. And you see, I told you, I'm calling it, and I'm also saying that it's going to be very hard to top for 2017. It's that epic to me, that battle. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably also a little bit biased, but that's because I have a preference for substance.
Yeah.
I have a big preference for substance. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's very deserving of the battle of the best battle of 2016, and it's going to live on. It's going to live on as a classic. Shout out to them two brothers for that one.
I will agree with you on that as it being battle of the year. You feel me? But my personal preference, I would have picked Gun Titles versus NWX the first one. I'm sorry, I'm gonna tell you right, fan. That's my favorite battle this year.
I got two things to say about that. Number one, and that's the same reason why I didn't even recap the first one. I didn't feel that it was fair to recap because it wasn't finished. You know what I'm saying? Like, today's standards is you're either gonna have a full 1-rounder or you're going to have a full 3-rounder. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see 2-rounders and 4-rounders. So that was the first reason why I wouldn't put that over fully complete 3-rounders that were classics. I think I would have been cheating the other 5. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even sure if I would put that in the top 5 if I was completed. And that's my second point. And that's because I'm not hating on 2-on-2s, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to put a 2-on-2 battle over a classic 1-on-1.
Of course. Now, I was just joking.
You know what I'm saying?
The Gun Titles and NWX thing. But I will say this, though. And I never really was a fan of 2-on-2s, really, too much. But it was a couple good ones this year. Because a lot of people have forgot about the Marv 1. You feel what I'm saying? 2-on-2, you feel me, versus the Kicks, you feel me? Like, that was
Shit,
that
I
was
forgot
a
about
pretty
that.
dope.
You just reminded me. Yeah, that should have been in the top video. Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, it's a select few, but after a while, it kind of seemed like a trend, and then, you know, when things become trends, they get corny real fast. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing about a trend, and some of the trends is, you know, we opened up this interview talking about business, so let's get into our typical RBE fashion, keep it real type moments. And to me, 2-on-2s are just as much business as they are innovative. I want to give them enough respect and speak about the innovation, even though it's nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen this way in the past, 2-on-2 battles. But bringing it back was innovative. You know what I'm saying? URL and everybody else that was a part of bringing it back, NWX, K-Shine DNA, very, very innovative, very creative. You gotta take your hats off to that. But it's also the business side of why 2-on-2s ramped up for a second. And I'm not going to lie to myself and act like it wasn't, because, you know, you got a lot of top tiers. They're running out of opponents. You know what I'm saying? And then when it heats up, it creates more battle opportunities. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
We started seeing 2-on-2s with battlers that already had 1-on-1s.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we saw
like
Math and Cortez versus Verb. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you got the business side of it. And plus, when something is hot, URL was very, very smart to capitalize on that and create a double impact card. You know what I'm saying? And even if they do a double impact part 2, like let's say in 2017, and then even if I really, really reach and say, they make it to a 3rd double impact card, so I really expect to see a 4th one. You know what I'm saying? I think they capitalized on the moment, which was very smart for battle rap and very smart for business. And I don't think that 2-on-2s will ever reach the peak that they were in 2016 again. And that's fine, because what happens is you go across the battle rap timeline, you see the jump up in 2-on-2s. Everybody that was a part of it gets credit for that. You shake their hand for that, and you be like, yo, that was what's up. That was a crazy moment in battle rap. And then we move on. And then we find other points in the timeline where things jumped out and got crazy. So shout out to the 2-on-2 movement, but I think it was just as much business as it was innovative.
Nice.
That's what's up. And go ahead, AJ. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no problem. I want to talk about your blogs or whatever they're called. You feel me? I've been watching them for years now. And
I must be moving if somebody gonna talk to me about a blog before the battles we got coming up. I must be really doing okay blogging. Let's do it.
No, man. Because one thing I like about it, because some of the top bloggers, all of them have something unique about it. One thing I like about your blogs is the subtleness that you bring to the table, the logic that you bring to the table, and the different angles that you come with that you bring to the table. Only thing I don't like is you throwing the Jordans across the room, but that's cool though. You feel me? Everything is fine.
Listen, that's how crazy the beef was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, that's how serious and intense the beef was. The Jays was getting tossed. You know what I mean? Shout out to Black. But I appreciate that. I appreciate that, definitely. And I always remind people is, the phases of myself in battle rap was the first thing I ever was a blogger. After I was a blogger, I was a partner in battle rap media, which was Star and Buck Wild's thing that they were starting off. I was a partner that was a part of starting the company. You know what I mean? And then in that short-lived stint, I got to a point where I just wanted to do my own shit because I moved very different than the way that company was. And me and my brother started Rare Breed Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the first thing I ever did inside battle rap, other than being a supporter, going to events and just enjoying the show, was blogging. That was the first thing I was adding back, other than, money, tickets, or whatever, supporting the leagues, was blogs. So, I'm back to it. And even when I started RBE, I was blogging. I was recapping our own events. I was recapping other people's events. You caught me recapping URL, Guerrilla Warfare. I would go to the Guerrilla Warfare 2-day events, 1-day events, all the way to Chicago, come back, do a full recap for the fans with exclusive footage. You know what I'm saying? Queen of the Ring, Quiet Room, King of the Dot. I was recapping everything. And then when we really started moving with RBE, I looked at myself as, a league owner maybe shouldn't be blogging that much because people's going to put a certain type of bias on a league owner. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I slowed down a lot. Yeah, I was very, very moving towards being politically correct at that point. But then this year, I picked back up heavy because I realized that you want to know what? You could also be a little bit over politically correct. At the end of the day, you still have good opinions. You're still, for the 99.9% of the time, a very respectful person. I have my little downsides. I'm human like everybody else, but I'm a very respectful person. And I have credibility because I keep it real with our fans. You know what I'm saying? You could look at my blogs and you don't say, he's only picking this winner because of this or whatever. Like, nah, I keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Right. So now I'm getting to a point where fans are saying, yo, XYZ battle just dropped. Like I seen when Chess and Av dropped. I got fans tweeting me now saying, yo, I'm looking forward to, ARP's recapping the show. When we going to get this? And I appreciate that. You know what I mean? So I'm just back heavy with the blogs, and I've always had fun doing it. So that keeps my energy up in battle rap. So I'm glad to be that blogging.
Yeah, thanks. Because
I believe. Wait, AJ, one moment. I wanted to introduce another co-host that I had also. The founder of Skin is My Sin, and my brother. I got Jobs on the line. You're on with ARP also.
What's good, fam? What's going on?
Ain't shit. What's good, homie? Same shit, different day, just working. Popping, y'all.
I feel that, man. How's life, bro?
Man, I'm chilling, man, trying to break in this new year. You know what I'm saying? I heard when I first called in, everybody's talking about being careful, staying out the wrong hoods and all that shit, being that it's New Year's Eve. Right now, I'm home. I'm fucking with y'all right now. I'm chilling. After this, I'm going to get back on the internet, look at some battles, see what's going on in battle rap, catch up. And I'm going to just put my feet up for the rest of the day. I'm in the crib. I'm not going out. You know what I'm saying? Pour me up a little cup of something. I'm relaxing. Hopefully, a lot of people's doing the same. I'm saying that's it, man. I'm chilling.
Yeah, no doubt. That sounds like a plan.
No doubt. Hey, so let's get to the my bad. If y'all indulge me for a second, let's get to the top 5 battles you got.
You didn't even say hi to everybody, my brother.
My bad, man. But it's been so long since I've been on a battle rap show, man. I'm trying to get it in. Let's get it popping. My bad. What's up, AJ? What's up, Wade?
Like, yo, we trying to get to the shit, man. Look.
Right. What's going on, bro?
Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Go me the oop, man, and I'll speak to it. Like, what are we talking about as far as the top 5? What's up?
All right. Like, I like your list.
Thank you.
the Craig Lamar versus JC though, I don't know if that will make the cut. But I couldn't really think of one specifically that I would replace it with though.
Well, as soon as you
like
say
the other four, they like interchangeable.
As soon as you say I can't really find another battle to slide into the top 5 to replace that, then you kind of invalidate disagreeing with it being there.
I'm not even going to disagree with that statement. I'm torn. It's like some telling me, no, that's just not top 5, but I can't really, think of one that I can put right there. It just wasn't, as far as action, as far as bars, as far as delivery.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
I know you ain't say bars and delivery. Oh, you about to get killed now.
I'm talking about as far as the other 4. The other 4 is like clearly top 5, and that one is like, I want to put something else there, but I can't think of that.
Here's the thing about sometimes preference, and I'm glad you just say the other 4 are clearly, and that just shows you that I'm not being biased. I'm not trying to slide in a rare entertainment battle, of course, and put it in the number 3 slot. But you just said the other 4 clearly. Like if you go to Chris Unbiased's, I think he recapped not a top 5 but a top 10, and he didn't even. I don't think in his top 10 he had XL versus Loso. So not only did he not have XL versus Loso in his top 10, not even in his top 5. So that just shows the difference. And I compound that. Yeah, but that's my point.
I don't know if that's me or y'all,
but
I just went out for
but that proves the point that I'm about to say is that's why I respect what you're saying. But the same way on the other side, like if you go into the comments, like I can't make this shit up, like it's right there. Go into the comments of JC versus Craig Lamar, and you see all types of comments in that respect. You see people saying battle of the year. You see a lot of people saying top 10. You see people saying top 5. You see people saying top 3. So I'm not crazy. Like you could think for a second ARP might be biased, or maybe he's not being biased. Maybe that's just personal preference. But then you see hundreds of fans in those comments, with those same type of opinions. And then you take another blogger, because when I put that blog together, I'm just in blog mode. You take another blogger and you use the XL versus Loso example that I just gave you, and it just shows the variety. So I think a battle like JC versus Craig, I think the more accurate statement would be, if you disagree, cool, but ARP's not crazy for putting it in the top 5. That I got no issue with.
I wouldn't even say that either.
I
would say that would be my
and then I would just respect the difference of opinion. I respect that. And I'll respect it even more when you come back to me in due time and you tell me the battle that you finally figured out you could replace it with in the top 5.
And I'm going to do that too.
Right. But
just to believe.
The sad part is I'm giving you time. I shouldn't even be giving you time, nigga. I should be getting that right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, yeah. You go ahead and take 3 months and then shoot me a tweet or so.
You know what though?
Yeah.
I have all the bloggers out there that's doing top 5s, top 10s. I have to give them their props for real, because they're bringing up battles from 12 months ago, 300 days ago, and there's so many battles that come out per week now. They come out per week. This man put 50 together. 50. You feel what I'm saying?
Thank you. And that shows that it's not easy for the bloggers.
Yeah,
and I respect all the bloggers. And I even realized after I dropped that a few battles that I forgot. I forgot Daylight versus Mike T. I forgot Danny Myers versus Young Cannon. I forgot the question Cody and Marv versus Chess and Steams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's 3 battles right there. And actually, at least I don't know if I did the 2-on-2, but I definitely the other 2 battles I recapped them and put on the channel. You know what I'm saying? But it's not easy to remember everything, and that's why I started off the video saying that. Like, I hope y'all appreciate it, because from a homework standpoint, and doing all the research and trying to remember everything and studying and then editing everything down, it's not easy. It's not easy. And I'm glad that people like the video in general. They're entertained by it. It's damn near a recap of the whole year, bring it to the 50. And one thing that I do enjoy too, I think this is the 3rd year in a row, and all 3 years I've had the biggest year-end list. A lot of people stick to top 5s and top 10s. Last year I probably had like 40-something. The year before I think I had like 30-something. This year I did a 50. You know so I just appreciate that everybody rock with it. Yeah, it definitely is, man. It definitely is. It definitely is. That's one thing about me as a blogger. I try to do the quality. You can see that from the camera to the homework to the everything. I try to really bring the quality to the blogs for y'all.
And then, I mean, and to more credit to the Craig Lamar and JC battle was, I think it's not saying that the battle wasn't good, because it was actually great, you feel me? The timing that it came out was so perfect because it's on your mind when you're coming up with these year-end lists. So just as good as the battle was, the timing was good as well, because I didn't see the battle when it first came out, but I seen a blog, and I seen everybody talking about it, shout to Jay Black, and I was like, oh, I got to watch this. Like, they just saying it's crazy, and I watched it. And Craig Lamar's second round, which is
man, in that building, we left talking to each other saying who won the second round, because we felt that they were just going so fucking crazy, and that's why in the trailer we put that at the end. And in the trailer at the end it says good luck judging the second round. We was trying to just let people know, like, yo, what you guys is about to watch. I did that before, and I communicate with the bloggers a lot because I keep a blogger mentality. And even our own battles, RBE battles, I'm in a fan mode. You know what I'm saying? When we was about to release Big Cannon versus JC, I text the bloggers and I said, yo, JC's third round is one of the best rounds of the year. I text that to all the bloggers, and not so they can get out there and recap it or whatever, but I was just in my blogger bag, like fucking with my peers. Same way I put that clip in, Jay Black talking about Danny Myers versus Beat Dot. I don't just do that for RBE battles. I do that for every league. Like, that wasn't a joke by Jay Black. Like, I really ordered the pay-per-view of Beat Dot versus Danny Myers, and I started texting and calling all the other bloggers saying, yo, I don't know if you guys know that this is on sale. It's like $10 or whatever, but you need to buy it. You need to watch it, and I promise you guys will all get your money's worth. And that's how it goes. And the same thing goes for other people doing at the RBE. You might have saw a blog about JC versus Craig Lamar from somebody else. So the same way I kick up dust for other leagues and for other battles, they do it when RBE has something nice going on too. So I just appreciate everybody for that, and I get the same energy back to people. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
Correct. I think that battle rap fans, we do like controversy and drama, but a lot of battle rap fans like camaraderie as well. So when I see y'all having friendly debates and making videos towards each other, I like that stuff because I know it's not personal. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all just having fun. I'm like, oh, when is his blog?
You see how you just said? You see how you just said you like the? You see how you just said you like the camaraderie in battle rap? I'm gonna say something again here that I don't think I've ever mentioned in any other blog, and I really want people to start paying attention from this point forward, because sometimes you don't really realize something until somebody points it out. We purposely end every battle with a handshake. You see the handshake, and just as the handshake meets, you hear the gunshot go off. That's the reason why. If you now because I'm sure everybody's missing that, and it's in 99, unless they don't handshake at the end, then we just can't end the battle like that. But 99.9% of the battles on the channel, as soon as the battle is over, and then when they finally turn to each other, just as their hands are slapping, that's when you hear the gunshot go off and the battle and the video ends. And it might go into like our Twitters or something like that. That's because we respect the battlers so much for being professional and showing the camaraderie. And at the end of the day, as aggressive as a profession that we're all in, as controversial as battle rap can be, we're showing that the positivity is what counts. Positivity that comes out of this shit. The artistry, the people able to feed their families and earn money and display their talent and maybe get to other platforms like music, all of that shit that comes with just the artistry and battle rap and being positive. We close every battle trying to show that. And that's why I sound so passionate right now, because I hope that people pick up on that when they listen to an interview like this. Go watch our battles and be like, oh shit, that's true. The only time you don't see that is if it's like too classic of a moment. Matter of fact, like Daylight and Oops, they were hugging. And there was so much going on, we let it ride. You know what I'm saying? Averb versus Bonnie, they didn't shake hands. Averb tried to pull his side away because something was in Bonnie's hand still. They had a little side hug. And then, literally, 99% of the fucking battles, you see the dap, and you hear the gunshot go off, and it drops right there. Just pay attention to that. We do that for a reason, 100% for a reason.
And speaking of that something in Bonnie's hand, I think that because of that something in her hand, that battle made world star, if I'm not mistaken. But
oh man, yeah. And shout out to all the homies and the supporters, the whole RBE movement, for making that hit World Star. Damn, was that Gav? It might have been Gav. Shout out to Gav. But that comes from some of the homies in the Facebook forums and everything, making videos and taking them around into the groups, and then eventually World Star got wind of it, and they said, yeah, this is perfect for our website. You know what I'm saying? and they threw that shit up there. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, past that wow moment or whatever, everybody wants to see Averb battle a female. Bonnie is arguably the best female battle rapper of 2016, definitely the most active female battle rapper of 2016. She deserved it. We put those two together, and you know, that's what they gave us.
Yeah, I was feeling the battle. I like the battle.
That was dope. It was.
Let's do that one.
So, Wayne,
shout out to Verb making his way back on February 4th, but we'll get to that.
Ooh, okay.
What happened? Wait. Repeat that. You got to run that back. Run that back.
No, I said, shout out to Averb making his way back to RBE on February 4th, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, I was actually, you know, I was glad. Why wait? No, I was just about to ask what your plans was for 2017, to be perfectly honest, but I was going to give it some time. But since you segue into it, let's go.
I don't got no problem hopping around. You got a million topics for me. It's all good. I'm rocking out with y'all. I'm chilling. Like I said, I'm holding my feet up. So we could talk about it. 2017, excuse me, we will be kicking the year off with one of our premier series, one of our biggest series, which is the Illicit Soul cards.
Yeah.
Illicit Soul 3 is going down on February 4th. But for Illicit Soul 3, we put a very interesting spin on it. And we made every battle on the card a theme, which wasn't easy. You know, me and Shasta sat down and we said, we got to come up with something interesting we know we want to make a 5 to 6 battle card. We want to come up with something interesting for each battle, a theme, a title, and then we want to put battles to that. So you're damn near making the card in reverse, very hard. And what we ended up with is what I got people telling me is arguably one of RBE's, if not RBE's best card ever. Like I watched Chris Unbiased's prediction blog. He said he thinks that this is RBE's best card. Today I just saw Mad Dog Killer, who's another blogger. He dropped a prediction blog. He said that he thinks this is RBE's best card. Yeah, so once again, there's no bias. I'm just giving it to y'all real, like the fans and the bloggers and everybody inside Battle Rap is telling me. They're telling us that they think that this is their favorite RBE card. And I'm just like, wow, you know, we was just being RBE. It's over. But that's what's going down February 4th. That's how we're kicking off the year.
Yeah, that's very organic and original because I've never heard of a whole card where every battle had a theme to it. Like, you will see a card and maybe one battle or two will have a history behind it, and everybody will be hyped up about it for that. But you have a thing behind every battle. That's going to make every battle.
That definitely wasn't hard, making the card to have an interesting idea like that and then put traction to it. You know, and now we'll talk a little bit of shit. And in all honesty, I do believe that if you're going to talk about the most innovative leagues since 2013, 2014, when we got here, you know, you have to put RBE in that conversation. There's been so much that we've done for the first time. There's so much times where we pushed the envelope. We brought a lot of creativity to the game. We've done a lot of things that we've seen other leagues pick up on and run with, and I actually enjoy it. I'm humbled by it. But Illicit Soul 3 is another example of RBE's creativity and trying something new. And not only did we make the card in a creative manner, but there's also a battle on there that I don't think has been done before by a top eight either. And that's a winner take all. The bag is on the line. So the pushing the envelope and the creativity of RBE continues. February 4th.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, y'all had the judge battles this year, correct? You feel what I'm saying? Team Holly versus Writer's Block, if I'm not mistaken, right?
That is correct. 5 battle card, starting 5.
Okay, so how did you feel about the judging, and how do you feel about judging in battles overall?
I love it. I love it. Judging overall, I love this shit, and I can't wait to get to starting 5, volume 2. Quiet as kept. Starting 5, volume 2 almost went down this summer, but there was a curveball that was thrown, and we had to pull back and switch gears and go in a different direction for the next card. So we're very serious about that series. You will see it again. We didn't just do it for the moment. I promise y'all. But even the turnout of that, one thing that I did enjoy was all the controversy. You know what I'm saying? Because it was healthy, clean controversy. When we hear controversy in battle rap these days, we hearing about beefs, people arguing, people fussing, people talking about, I'm going to come to your state, pull up this, I can't wait to see you, getting in all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I like the other controversy, you know what I'm saying, in battle rap 10 times. You know what I'm saying? It's really what we need. I'd rather hear the fans arguing over, like, nah, that judging messed up or fuck this up than, like, yo, who you think's going to win this fight when they cross paths? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's not really what we all here for. We all get into shit. We all human. You know what I'm saying? But I love the controversy of starting 5. I loved it. And that's one thing that came out. There was a lot of energy. And I want to create energy like that again for the next one.
That's dope, bro. That's very dope.
You know,
I like to hear that, man. Go ahead, Wayne.
You know, I wanted to switch gears too. Well, I wanted to mention something, not really switch gears. I cannot talk. I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, so I heard in your blog too that Rain is coming to RBE.
Oh, you heard that?
I heard that.
Shout out to Rain. Definitely shout out to Rain. Shout out to Boss Chick Battle League. She definitely been putting in work on her league and her platform. But quiet as kept, we wanted her return battle, but she was smart enough to take her return battle to her own league. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at her.
Can't be. Right.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking to her for that, and Rain is a very upfront person. I respect her for that. Like, she didn't pussyfoot around it. Like, she told me, she said, nah, I'm gonna do my return battle on my league. And I was like, yeah, that's really the right thing to do. I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? But we've been talking a lot recently. You know what I'm saying? I think last time I spoke to Rain was probably like a week ago or so. You know what I'm saying? Touching base and shit about some things. But yeah. We even have a matchup that we're already discussing. I don't want to put that out there too early, but it's not just like, we're going to get some work in. No, we're already talking about what battle we want to do. So as soon as we can have the right card that works out for her and it works out for RBE, we're going to get that in.
Okay, that's dope. That's major right there. Her and K Profit was really slept on. I really was mad that people really wasn't feeling that, but unfortunately niggas don't really mess with female battle rap, but and K Profit is like a legend in this shit. You know what I mean? So that was a battle that, you know what I mean? Like, that was and I hate to be like that, but that was because they both started at Queen of the Ring. That was a battle that Queen of the Ring, you know what I mean? That gave me that feel like legends on legends and the art of competition. And then K Profit brung it, Profit been, she's like, she's had her ups and downs, but she came back strong. And what I always loved about Rain is that, when she's on, but when she's off, it's like, God damn it, Rain. But that was a dope battle. That really, really was.
Yeah, it was a sick battle.
I was happy you mentioned that, or you had that in the video too.
Yeah, it was definitely a sick battle, and I had to show that some love. Rain actually hit me up about that clip. She was mad at me, you know what I'm saying? Because I think the bar that was in the blog, K Profit ended the haymaker saying, like, I hope your mom's comes home and hugs your 40-year-old ass and tells you, she loves you. You know what I'm saying? And I really liked the whole scheme. The whole scheme basically was her talking about her loss. I think K Profit was talking about her losing her mother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And saying that, Rain, you should appreciate your mother. You better appreciate the small things like you using up all the gas in the car and all this shit. But I cut down the clip to shorten it. I try to keep the clips in the blog real short, as short as possible. And it just happens to end with that haymaker of tells your 40-year-old ass she loves you. And you know how women are about their age. Y'all women, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get sensitive over that shit. So I think Rain said that we was trying to highlight the age part. And I was like, nah, it was really about the scheme of the mother that was hitting hard that I like. I like that. Like I said before, I like substance. And she texted me, she was like, yo, water bars, nigga. And I was like, nah, nigga, it was about the scheme. It wasn't about the fucking age. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rain, man. Don't hurt me behind that.
Okay, I got a question.
Yeah.
Because I know that you're very interactive with the battle rap community as far as the fans and whatnot.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the fair weather fans for real? And how can you point them out? And how do you feel about when a battler lose one battle and lose like half of his fan base? You know, like me personally from the outside looking in, I hate that.
Yeah, I actually addressed that multiple times in blogs. I think I addressed that in a blog where I spoke about my top 5 personal favorite battle rappers. And it changed a little bit since then. I won't get into that. But one person that's still in my top 5, and it goes perfect with your question, is Swave Sever. Because I'm not a fickle fan. There's reasons why Swave Sever is in my top favorite battlers of all time. And I'll say it again. It's because I feel like he brings an aura, a presence, and a believability that you just don't find in battle rap. Of course, it's all entertainment, but Swave Sever, you know what I'm saying, he lives a certain life, been through certain shit, has certain experiences, so when he puts his bars together and that real life is in it, a person like me at least, I could feel the bars more. You know what I mean? And I just appreciate the fact that he's one of very few that can bring that to the stage. That's why he's in my top 5. You know what I'm saying? Swave had a period after the A-Verb battle where everybody basically was like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody gives a fuck about him anymore. Like, we done with him. We over. On to the next. I was still saying he's in my top 5 because I wasn't basing him in my top 5 on that one battle. I wasn't saying, yo, he's in my top 5 now, but if he lose to A-Verb, he's going to go to my top 50. Like, that's just not me. I'm not that type of fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of fan